Pablo Colodrero and Christian, they are going to present NGS and application in NIPT.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about what he's just the first of all, I'm going to try you to understand the new generation sequencing, because all we know, we have heard about this technique, but how it really works, and what the different platform does when we send our DNA. And after all, my partner is going to talk about his application in NIPT. So this graph is the same that the teacher showed us yesterday. That we can see the descent of the COSPER, the genome sequence, over the years, and on the opposite is the growth of the new generation sequences publication of PubMed. And in this table we can see the different platforms of NGS and the different COSPER database, the time spent on sequence the whole genome, the different type of quality of the reads. I'm going to talk about after what is a read and the different type of reads. You won't see anything, but here it's per read because we can difference between single reads and paired reads in the sequencing. And we can find so many platforms that some of them, like Solid or 454, is in disuse, but the others are currently in use. So, the first of all, the template preparation consists on building and sharing building a library by sharing the DNA from different techniques, and after that we do the ligating with different adapters. This example is using the Perdonen sequences. And when we have the library of genome DNA, of copy DNA, we will amplify it using mainly emulsion PCR. For example, with the file sequencing of Roche 454, use this system. Or for example, Illumina, use the PCR using a flow cell where the adapter are linked into the template. I don't have the time to explain it all. I know, but I can't explain because I don't have time. So when we share the DNA, we have some reads created aleatory, and informatically we generate the context, and after all the scaffolds that all digitally is created for the whole sequence. But what we get really is composed of different read areas. So basically, we have an adapter, the sequence that we have to sequence, and the barcode that we told yesterday, and the primer to the PCR. So as I said before, we have single-end sequence and parallel sequencing that is basically the same, but we have the double of information because when the PCR we have the complementary sequence, so we have the double. And there's another type that is multipyrate that is the same of Perdonen, but allows us to create a larger fragment that is useful for the novel sequencing. So we can differentiate between the novel sequencing with a new organism that is the first time that we're going to sequence, or the reference genome that is for all the applications that we know. So the novel sequence have different issues because it's not free of mistakes. We have repeated sequence that make more difficult to create the context, and the reads maybe sometimes are very short. But the important is that because it's what we use nowadays. Comparing with the reference genome, we can use the index, that is insertion deletions, SNAPs, aneuploidies, RNA-seq for transcriptome, and ChIP-seq is for the protein binding to the DNA. So we have here for to know the SNAP with the genome reference. We have an homozygous SNAP, heterozygous, or it's all fine. So we can use it, for example, it's the same example, CBA, it's a tumor cell, tumor DNA. Here with that is a lot of repetitions. We can see them also the delation, and here is the graph that we see with the teacher, but circularized. We have here all the chromosomes, and you won't see anything but I will explain. Here, for example, we see that it's a trisomy in the chromosome 7. But with all the types of platform, we're gonna get the different colors types, and this is digitally composed. So I don't have the time to explain step by step. So the data analysis varies between our needs. For example, we use different bioinformatic tools for SNPs, another for index, another one for regulatory elements, and etc. So we can get free software on internet. For example, Omic Tools is a platform available online, and we get what we need. So we have a lot of information, but we just get what we want. So it's better for us. So this is a little data analysis that I did last year from pre-processing of the sequence. So we get the base quality, the sequence quality, and we do some modification of the sequence to improve our data.